Can I DIY skin brightening? AKA, gumamit ng calamansi. Hi guys! It's Dr. Mara Evangelista Huber, a board-certified dermatologist. Today I am here to answer your skin brightening questions. I know marami sa inyo nakakabasa sa internet ng iba-ibang tips, but of course, we need to be mindful kung ano ba talaga ang pwedeng gawin at ano yung dapat iwasan. So today, we're going to go through a few of the questions that my followers have sent me, and hopefully, after this video, you are going to be bright about skin, and alam mo na kung anong gagawin mo when it comes to brightening your skin. So let's start and look at our first question. Is it enough to use soap or cleansers para i-brighten yung ating skin? Now, this is a good question. Generally speaking, for a product to work, you really want it to stay on skin for a certain amount of time. So, syempre, the products that you leave on, which are not soaps, which are not cleansers, the one that you leave on, have more time to act on skin and exert effects. That being said, meron kasing mga tao na sensitive ang skin, na ang kaya lang talaga nilang i-tolerate are the cleansers or the soaps that you wash off after. So I would say I would definitely still side, if possible, with leave-on products. But you know, if you tolerate soaps or cleansers better, okay lang din na you do that. Ideally, it's a combination of multiple products. If they work together, will give you better results. Can I DIY skin brightening? AKA, gumamit ng calamansi. You know, I understand when gusto natin magtipid, and of course, it's so accessible. Literally, it's just in the kitchen, right? But the thing about calamansi is it is an acid. So our skin is slightly acidic. Unfortunately, ang calamansi is way more acidic than the skin. The thing, if you put a very acidic product on your skin, it can damage the skin, it can inflame the skin, it can impair the skin's functions, hindi siya nakaka-recover kaagad, pwede siyang mamula, and then kasi there's such a thing as post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. After mamula ang balat, umiitim siya pagkatapos. So parang nag-attempt ka na mag-lighten yung skin mo, pero because na-irritate yung skin mo, nangitim tuloy siya. So it's counterproductive in that respect. Of course, there are some people na maswerte, walang nangyari nung ginawa nila yon. But generally speaking, a lot of people will react, especially pag nasa face, because the face is much more sensitive than the body. And there are so many options to brighten your skin. You don't need to go into your kitchen. There are different price points also. Magkakaiba kasi. Syempre, there are products that are a little more expensive. There are also products that are on the more affordable side. The importance is meron kang choices, guys. And dermatologists can actually help you decide which choice is better for you. Another thing also about calamansi or lemons, pag kasi minsan nilagay mo sa skin tapos naarawan ka, it can cause a reaction called phytophotodermatitis. Kumbaga, nai-irritate yung skin mo, nagiging sensitive siya to the sun. So, mas nagkakos ng inflammation pag merong calamansi yung skin at naarawan. Please, let's try to avoid doing DIY. Kaya nga meron tayong dermatologists, meron tayong cosmetic formulators, meron tayong experts who formulate products and prescribe them for you. Hindi mo kailangan problemahin. Nandito kami for you. Okay, next question. Doc, pag ni-scrub ko ba yung face ko, darating ba sa point na talagang mag-brighten and lalabas yung glow ko? This is a good question. When you scrub your skin, you're doing physical exfoliation. So when you are exfoliating the skin, you're trying to remove the skin cells on top so that the newer skin cells, which are found sa ilalim, aangat sila. Ideally, you would want to exfoliate gently or simply allow your skin to exfoliate by itself. And you can do this by keeping it healthy, by using the right gentle cleansers, by using moisturizers. You do not actually have to exfoliate your skin yourself. In general, for those with sensitive skin, we try to limit exfoliation and limit any manual physical scrubbing because that can really irritate your already sensitive skin. In fact, instead of brightening your skin, the effect can actually be opposite. Your skin ended up dull, dry, and irritated. Okay, next question. Doc, kailangan ko ba talaga ng sunscreen if I want to brighten my skin? The sun is really the number one cause of aging, accelerated aging. And how does this manifest? It manifests as dark spots, wrinkles, rough skin. All of these things can be triggered by the sun. And really one of the ways to protect yourself from the sun is sunscreen, but not only sunscreen. Kasi guys, sunscreens, sometimes we don't apply the right amount and we don't sometimes apply it evenly. Hindi natatakpan lahat ng dapat takpan. So nakakapasok pa din yung sun. And in that respect, mabuti na yung iniiwasan din natin ang direct sun exposure. Pwede tayo magpaka-reyna, magsuot tayo ng sombrero, gumamit tayo ng umbrellas. Avoid going outside when the sun is directly on top, like about noon or midday. Protect yourself from the sun. Prevention is better than cure, guys. Mas expensive, in all honesty, mag-treat. It's better to prevent. And sunscreens, it's definitely one of the best ways to prevent those dark spots from forming. Also, another way to prevent the dark spots from forming is wag natin kalikutin yung mga pimples, yung mga rashes. Wag natin i-peel off because these things can irritate the skin. And like I said, when the skin is irritated, sometimes it heals with dark spots. So let's help ourselves para hindi tayo masyadong mahirapan mag-treat in the future. Do I really need to use sunscreen? I'm always indoors naman. Now, this is a very common question, especially since the pandemic started. A lot of us have been starting to work from home and then hindi naman talaga lumalabas. So, basically kasi guys, the sun's rays can still go through windows. And because it can go through the windows, it can still cause effects on your skin. What I generally suggest is you can use sunscreens everyday pa din, even if you are indoors, pero hindi mo na kailangan mag-reapply. So we suggest you reapply when you go out because the sunscreen can, pwede siyang matanggal through time, especially if you go out and you sweat. Pero pag nasa bahay ka lang, pwede na siguro yung one application. So next question, all skin brightening products cause peeling? This is again a good question. So guys, hindi naman lahat ng skin brightening products ay nakaka-cause ng visible peeling. Because skin brightening products have different effects. Merong iba, they focus on exfoliating the skin, and that's why you are going to see peeling. Meron naman iba, they just focus on brightening the dark spots themselves without exfoliation. So, sa mga products na gano'n, you don't really see a lot of those visible flakiness na nakikita mo with some exfoliating agents. Meron namang iba, they really just want to hydrate and plump up the skin so that it doesn't look dull. So, of course, pag yun ang ginamit mo, hindi naman din magkakaroon ng mga flaking in your skin. Okay, next question. Doc, how do I build a skincare routine? This is really one of the most common questions that I receive from my followers. So of course, when you build your skincare routine, you want to identify your goals. Ano ba yung gustong ma-achieve ng balat mo? And then you also want to identify your skin type. Halimbawa, ako ba, I'm on the oily side? Am I on the dry side? Do I tend to be sensitive? Mabilis ba humapde ang mukha ko when I apply certain things? Mabilis ba akong mamula o ma-irritate? So these are the things that you start to consider. And then of course, you also look at your own budget, your preferences. Masipag ka ba? Gusto mo ba maraming products ang gamitin? Do you really enjoy using multiple products? This means your own preferences or your lifestyle. Palagi ka bang nagmamadali na you just want to have on-the-go products or products na kaunti lang so hindi ka masyadong na-overwhelm? So many things really factor in when we decide on a skincare routine. The most important ingredient in any skincare routine, guys, it's not the actual ingredients, but it's on you. It's consistency. So you just have to be consistent and patient, especially if you have sensitive skin. And actually, I really do suggest talking to a derm because we are able to help you sort of sift through all the available products and then tell you, okay, mukhang these are your skin goals and your skin concerns. I believe this is your skin type based on looking at you and what you're telling me on your clinical history. And then you can decide together kung ano yung mga products na mahihiyang ka, both in terms of it's safe for you, it's effective for you, and also hiyang din sa iyong budget. Doc, kaya bang mag-brighten ng skin in only 3 days? I've seen this claim a lot. Maraming products nagsasabi, instant results in X number of days, ganyan. The reality is, like I said, the most important ingredient in skincare routines, it's really consistency, because it takes time for anything to take effect on your skin. In general, in most studies, you would see improvements starting maybe at about the 1 month mark, because it takes about 1 month for the skin to fully renew. So halimbawa, kung meron kang dark spots, these skin cells kasi, they have more pigment or more melanin than usual. So gusto mo yung mga cells na yon mag-shed off para yung new skin na wala masyadong dark spots or melanin aangat. So you want to wait for them to exfoliate. And generally, this takes about 1 month or baka mapabilis if you're using exfoliating agents. But definitely not as quick as those 3 days, 1 day, 1 night. Now we've arrived in our last question, and the question is, Doc, I have sensitive skin. Paano nga ba ako magkakaroon ng aking radiance routine? Okay, now, it's actually not that difficult to create a radiance routine. When it comes to sensitive skin, you really need to protect your skin barrier. So the skin barrier is the outermost layer of the skin, guys, that prevents the bad stuff from coming in, like allergens, irritants, microorganisms, and also stops water from escaping. Kasi syempre yung skin natin, guys, meron siyang likas na hydration. And if water escapes dahil meron kang problema sa skin barrier mo, it's going to be dull and dry. You really want to select products that do not irritate the skin. So in general, I prefer looking for like cleansers or soaps that are able to wash or cleanse the body but also moisturize it at the same time. I also like using ingredients na marami siyang effect. Hindi lang yung isa lang yung ginagawa niya. Because that way, if you use a product na merong ingredients that do multiple things, then you don't have to use a lot of different products kasi multifunctional na yung iyong ingredients doon sa products mo. Because with sensitive skin, less is more, guys. Kasi the more products that you put, the higher the chance na mai-irritate yung skin mo. So it's nice to have a simple, targeted routine pagdating sa sensitive skin. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope I was able to answer some of your questions when it comes to skin brightening. And always remember, if you want to keep your skin glowing, radiant, and healthy, you need to be bright about skin. You need to understand your own skin and also understand the products that you put on your skin. And always remember, your board-certified dermatologists are here for you. We are very happy to help and answer your questions. Thank you again for listening. Bye!